Hey guys, so you'll notice very quickly that my face is like sliding off to the the middle of the screen, right in between the cut between the two shots here. This is because I am an idiot and didn't realize I was looking at a fucking mirror of myself. So I thought I was being clever and leaning away from the middle of the screen when in fact I was leading right into the void. So I tried my best to fix this to no avail. This is a recording off Skype, which also will explain the kind of crappy video, and occasional failing audio. And for that, I am sorry, and I can only promise to do better next time. But this will be the case for all the videos from this batch that we filmed a couple weeks ago. So again, I'm sorry. Enjoy.
So I would like to make be very formal about some mistakes made in those guessing stand videos. Because I'm only human. I make mistakes. I make errors. And a lot of the comments were very kind enough to point them out to me. So I just want to say formally to everyone that commented on those videos pointing out mistakes, thank you. Thank you for pointing out my mistakes. I'm here to make some corrections. Uh, but I would like to say, uh, please do check to see if other people have pointed that out. I've been reading almost every single comment since the video was put up, since those videos were put up. Uh, I I know how many times people have pointed out the same mistakes. I get it. Y'all don't need to mention the exact same mistake over and over again. If someone else has said it, all I ask is that you just jump on board their comment and be like, yeah, I noticed this too, instead of making your own comment pointing out the exact same thing as like 12 other people have done, because that just bogs out my inbox, and I can't respond to everyone doing the exact same comment. Like, what am I gonna do here? Uh, so there's you know all the spelling mistakes again. Thank you for pointing out my spelling failures. If someone doesn't point it out, I wouldn't notice. I really wouldn't. So make make sure I don't make those mistakes next time. That's all I can say I'll do.
Learn from
Uh,
them.
yeah. Audio and visual mistakes again. Those came primarily out of just laziness. I fucked up because I wasn't paying attention because I was just trying to get them done. Uh, you know, that's just do better. That's all I gotta say. I'll just do better.
Yeah.
Uh, but there were a bunch of mistakes I said about the stands themselves that were like, yeah, I need to say something about these because like some some of them were pretty minor. Like for Gold Experience Requiem,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember what I said about Gold Experience Requiem, but I said it wrong. So basically, I was sort of quoting an X Force video that was about Gold Experience Requiem because I liked that explanation that he gave.
Okay.
Just simplified it for me, and I did say it to you, but I said it backwards. I said it the other way that I was supposed to be.
Okay.
So it was like, oops, I meant to say the other way, and I got it jumbled around in my head. So sorry about that. Uh, there were
I think
four really big ones that I feel bad about.
I think my favorite of those corrections were everyone saying that King Crimson's effect was just no.
Yes. Well, that's just like a very simplification. It's just no. I actually that's more of in line of Golden Spirits Requiem. It's just no. No, you didn't. You did that? No, you didn't.
Okay.
So like yeah, pretty much. Um to everyone asking, being like, "No, he forgot these stands." I didn't forget them. We just couldn't do all of them. How long were we recording that video, John?
Like
It was
2.5 hours for
yeah,
all
it's
5 parts.
like 2.5 hours for all five videos. You can't do every stand. You can't. It's just not feasible.
Our battery packs would have run out of energy.
Yeah. It's always, I mean, 2.5 hours for the stands that we did. That's a lot of time to just be sitting there staring at a screen and talking.
Mhm.
It really is. Like, it's not easy to do. And if you look at a lot of these other guest stand videos, they only do like 10 to 15 stands in the whole thing.
Mm.
Like, we went above and beyond for the amount that we did. But sorry, yeah, we did. I shouldn't have skipped Hierophant. I should have done Hierophant Green. I admit that was a big mistake. But for all the people that have commented like, this is the amount of stands that he skipped, he just forgot all these. Like, no, I didn't. I just couldn't fit all of them in. This wasn't feasible. So there were, like I said, there were 4 really, really big fuck ups that I really wanted to acknowledge, because these are things that are keeping me awake at night. That I'm just like, damn it, how did I fuck that up? Is it 3 or 4? I remember 3. I was thinking about this yesterday, and I was like, was 3 or were there 4? Nah, I think the thing about Goal Experience Requiem was the other thing. I was just like, no, I'll just say that everyone's right. Oh wait, no. I remember that one. I don't know. Bohemian Rhapsody is where I want to start.
Okay.
So I said that I said people think that this stand can destroy the world. I'm not really on board with this idea. Yeah, that's narrow thinking on my part. I don't know why. Like, yeah, he could create literally anything. It's just that Ungalo's stupid and he doesn't think everything. Like, y'all in the comments, you've turned me. You've convinced me. I'm on board with this idea that
The one that convinced me was the one that said he could make Cthulhu.
Yeah, right? He could. He could if he really thought about it. He could totally do it. You know what? Yeah, you're right. Bohemian Rhapsody, it could, but it gets overshadowed by like Made in Heaven, which literally does that. Like, it literally resets the universe.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it just gets completely overshadowed, and the way they beat him is like really simple. They just come up they just create a character that can defeat him. It's silly. It's a silly fight, which is why I'm like, I sort of dismissed it. But no, y'all are right. Y'all are right. He definitely has world-ending potential. Moving on to the one that I've been kicking myself for fucking months that I said this. Foo Fighters. I said Foo Fighters was made of algae. She's not. She's made of plankton. Algae is not plankton. Those are 2 very different things. Oh my god. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. God damn it.
How dare you insult Best Girl?
How dare I insult Best Girl in a corpse? God damn it. No, she's made of plankton, which is very different from algae. Plankton can actually think, kind of. Not really. Not really. They're microscopic organisms. But if you give them a stand, yeah. Oh, actually, that reminds me of another one that I really wanted to mention. A lot of these are coming from the very late parts, which makes sense because when it comes to reading the manga, I'm not as good at holding information as when I watch the anime. So I make more mistakes on these. But we're getting anime in April, I think, hopefully. So what was it? White Snake. I said that that Part 6 introduces the whole stand and memory discs as a concept. That was I misspoke on that. I really did. It's because White Snake creates those. That's his power. It makes stand discs and turns your stand and your memories into discs. That's its power. I completely misspoke on that. That's the way I said it. Made it seem like it's just something that is a thing, and it's so. I apologize for making that mistake. Tusk. Oh my fuck! I fucked up Tusk so bad. Oh my god, I feel so bad for this one.
How did you do it? How'd you do it?
So I said that acts 2 and 3 are basically just like, it's just more powerful versions of act 1. You know, he shoots the nails, but they're stronger and they do, they bigger booms. Well, yeah, that's right, but I completely forgot to mention that Act 2 makes fucking black holes. Oops.
Oopsie doopsie.
Oopsies! He makes black fucking holes that he shoots his nails through. They're not black holes; they're wormholes, is what they are. But they're described as black
Yeah,
holes.
because the black hole,
They're really
black hole
wormholes.
would destroy the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah, it's wormholes. He makes wormholes that he can shoot through and hit his target at an insane distance. But he gets less nails to work with, which is weird. Uh, but Act 3, he can. Act 3, actually, I was corrected on this because this is something that I just thought and was wrong about. Act 3 is what uses the golden spin.
Mhm.
And he can actually use wormholes to separate his body and to like put his, and so he can like save himself or put his arm out, make his arm go all the way over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, way cooler than the way I described it.
Yeah, that
He
is
does-
actually a lot interesting.
And then Act 4 is super golden spin. Yeah, Act 3 is no, Act 2 I think is golden spin, and then Act 4 is like super golden spin. That's like the perfect spin,
Perfection.
which hits you for literally infinity. Because Tusk Act 4 is broken in every conceivable way to think of that word. Act 4 is nuts. But I love him. Chubby mean. That's the dumb sound it makes when he's like the cute Act 1, where he's like a little like cutesy thing. You described him like a Magikarp, which is very accurate.
A Magikarp or like a pig fetus.
He is a pig fetus Magikarp. That's exactly what he is. And then the final one that everyone was really correcting me on, that I super duper goofed on, was Born This Way.
Mm-hmm. It is an automatic stand.
It is an automatic stand. I completely fucked that up. I don't know what made me say it wasn't. I really don't know, because you were right. It was automatic. You said it basically. What I didn't tell, and I can't believe I missed this one too. What I didn't tell you is how it gets activated.
How?
It attacks you when you open something.
Just anything?
Yeah. Car door, attacks. Open a pen, attacks.
Okay.
It's awesome. It's got so many weird uses. But yeah, you were 100% right. I think the only thing you didn't mention was that it's freezing a bit. So that was the one thing I added on. It does freeze you.
Oh, wow.
It's just something it does. But yeah, you were right. Automatic. Really don't know why I said it wasn't. Should have corrected that one.
Yeah.
There was two others that people were correcting me on, but I'm fighting them on this one.
Oh, no.
Scary Monsters. Okay. So Scary Monsters was originally the stand of a guy named Dr. Ferdinand, and he used it on Diego, the Part 7 universe's Diego. And then Dr. Ferdinand dies in the arc that he's introduced. Diego is still able to use the stand powers after. So the conclusion that I came to is that the stand transferred through I believe it's the left eye of the saint to Diego. So it became Diego's stand. And a lot of sources that I read support this idea. And actually, when people were talking about it, I reread the whole bit of Scary Monsters, and I still came to the same conclusion. That is that version of Diego's stand. Where I definitely fucked up was saying that he gets the world later. No. That version of Diego dies. A different version of Diego with the world comes in later.
D4C confuses everything, doesn't it?
Yeah. D4C brings in multiverse theory. Infinite is a fun number. I always love it when people are like, when creators are like, yeah, it's a multiverse. Okay, so there's infinite.
No, there's only 52.
Fucking DC, Jesus Christ. There's only 52 worlds in this multiverse. Are you sure about that?
And we've like crashed 3 of them together for fun.
Dude, the fucking DC multiverse will just slam together and become one universe like every decade or so.
And then there's always another 52 of them, so technically they are infinite. you just keep banging them together, and then there's still 52, even after one gets destroyed and like another one gets combined with 3 others.
It's infinite. They just don't want to admit it. Other thing is Hey Ya. I stand by what I said about Hey Ya. I do not retract that at all. I agree with that statement about Hey Ya, that he has predictive powers. You only get to see him in 3 chapters, so yes, you don't get to see very much of him, but in those 3 chapters, he does that thing where he predicts the future and tells his stand user to do certain things that will get him to that predicted future. That's what I believe. If you all still want to think that Heiyaz is the worst stand, go right ahead. I still say Manhattan Transfer is the worst stand. People are gonna fight me about Manhattan Transfer now. Jesus Christ.
Have fun in those comments. Have fun in
I
those
don't
comments. You
care.
might want.
You know what? At me, nerds. At me. Fuck Manhattan Transfer. Fuck Manhattan Transfer. It's so stupid. It's a dumb stand. It's a dumb design. Power. It's a dumb stand. And this user is so cool. He's a blind sniper.
Did you get it out of your system, son?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay, good to hear. Good to know.
So that's all the mistakes that have been like eating